Hey everyone, my name is CJ Faison. I am right now at the actual crash site of the UAP, aka drone. Now right now, I'm gonna roll my window down so you all can see this. It is snowing and I've arrived here at Lowe's. A couple of my friends and I were investigating this out tonight. No one has ever investigated during a snowstorm for not only drones, which we're gonna set up cameras. I'm gonna set up cameras in this video all around the top of my camper van that I have here. But I'm looking out right here to my left, and something that I don't think anybody has taken into consideration, one being that snow would basically be melted by any radioactive material that may or may not still be on the ground. So with that being said, I'm gonna roll this window up. We're gonna take a walk out there. When I say we, I'm talking about all of you and me, and we're just gonna do a quick glance of this area. Now my buddy Jazz and Chris are here all the way from New York, and again, we're in the Lowe's parking lot right now, like the actual Lowe's. It's coming down. It is snowing hella hard right now. That was really weird. There was a light over there. I don't know if y'all saw that on camera or not. Yeah, right down there. Red light, and then it goes off. Strange. I'm going to investigate that tonight. Now obviously cloud cover galore right now. We're not going to be able to do anything with that as far as drones go. Again, if you've watched any of my previous videos, you're going to know and understand that what I'm doing out here is just investigative reporting in a different type of manner. We're going to actually spend the night tonight here at Lowe's. So my buddy Jazz and Chris, they're actually going to set up a tent. I'm staying in my camper van. I know it sounds a little crazy, but just looking around right now, just like a preliminary look and search, really doesn't look too bad. Again, if there's radioactive material here, what you're going to end up seeing is this surface area right here, like that for instance. I don't really know what the hell that could be. It's kind of strange actually, now that I look at that. Should have been pretty obvious to me at first, but it will look like that right there. So you will have a spot that there's no snow whatsoever. And again, the snow is coming down pretty hard right now. And with that being said, I want everybody to understand one thing. I'm out here, we're doing this video, we're gonna set up some cameras. We're going to call them static cams. They're going to be up on top of the van tonight, and it might just be snow and it might be a flop, but a lot of people, including, we were just at Applebee's not even 10 minutes ago before we arrived here. We had a really nice dinner, a really nice waitress, and we actually met a fan. I'll put this picture up right there. We got some information, and you can always look on Twitter and all that kind of stuff and YouTube and see all of these videos, people sitting and talking about what's actually going on here. But when you talk to the people who are here, one of the really nice ladies inside of Applebee's, she told us that she saw 3 drones last night around 1 a.m. flying over top here. And again, it wasn't the greatest weather last night. It was a little rainy, but I will tell you this too, that given the information that we do have, as I'm looking around, that was really strange. So here's the thing. Hazmat came out here, and see, look at this. That's another spot right there. It almost looks like something hit and splashed that way, and that one hit and splashed more towards my van, which is really crazy. I'm just gonna walk this road right here and see if there's any more spots like that. And I can't really decipher what is making what would be making those marks inside the surface of the actual blacktop. And again, so what I read online, I'm going to put this thing up on that I did learn on ChatGPT, that yes, radioactive material can and will melt snow if it is a significant amount, enough to melt the snow. Obviously, I've never been around radioactive material. I'm putting that out there. That's why I'm doing research on the internet. That's why I'm out here investigative reporting the way that we're doing. Does look like got another spot right there. And again, I'm gonna zoom in for you all. I truly don't know what that would be, but it looks like splatter marks. Now, I'm theorizing this. This is strictly, and I mean strictly, theory, but that almost seems as if something hit and you can see the spray of that, whatever that may or may not be. I'm hearing people over there. Chris and Jazz just got out of their truck. But again, kind of walking around here, showing y'all what this area looks like. This had fire, rescue, hazmat material, trucks, cleanup vehicles, all of that was here. And oh my gosh, I can hear the power lines. So I don't know if the power lines would have any effect on radioactive material or not, but looks like there's only 3 spots. Now, this is what I was theorizing right here, and please take this with a grain of salt, but this is investigating. Is, you know, people were theorizing too that the drones were spraying things. Other people have claimed that they have dropped items. That could be a drop zone. I'm just saying, or, you know, I don't know. When I look around the rest of the parking lot, you know, the snow's definitely covering it. And that's why I'm out here tonight, is the theory that snow melts when radioactive material or radiation is basically around. So again, just kind of looking around this parking lot right now. And that's what I think is so interesting, is ChatGPT basically says, you know, does radioactive material melt snow? And there it is. So again, this is the UFO crash site. This is at nighttime. It is snowing. This is 100% going to be a very cold night for all of us involved. It's already freezing cold out here. And had to layer up just a little bit. I'm gonna walk a little bit further down this way. Listen, I'm gonna put this theory in everybody's head, because nobody knows what the hell all of this really is. No one does. You know, we can sit here and theorize all day long. Here's my take on this. I don't believe that these drones are scanning for radio or radioactive material. I don't think that. I could be very wrong. I could be extremely wrong. But I also think, you know, listen, we're all the time making deals with other countries. We're all the time making deals with adversaries, trying to keep peace and whatnot. I mean, so my theory on all this, as I'm walking around where the UAP supposedly crashed, is that there's got to be correlation with something way bigger. We're coming up on 2, technically 3 major events. You have Christmas next in a couple of days. Okay, that's 1. 2, you have New Year's. 3rd is the inauguration day. Is this something that is going to be affected or has an effect on one of those holidays? I sure hope not. But again, everything just kind of leads me to believe and kind of points in a certain direction. And I'm trying not to be the tinfoil hat type of guy, but it's really tough not to be right now. All of these gates, they're all open. I'm not seeing anywhere that has massive amounts of yeah, there's no massive amount of, like, how do I say this, melted snow, for lack of a better term. I'm trying to have like more of a technical term for this, but I don't have that at the moment, because I really don't know what that would be. But I think what I am going to try and do, I'm going to try and bring a bottle of some sort of bottle, like an empty bottle of water, and I'm going to do my own investigation. I'm going to take a sample of this water here. I'll take 3 samples in a bottle, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to send it off to a lab. It might be a couple of weeks, so that's the reason to subscribe to this channel right now. Listen, that's the only way you're going to find out what's really going on. You know, and the reason I just came up with that is I was over there at Applebee's, literally right there. See the red lighting over there? I was at Applebee's and it hit me. I'm like, I'm drinking the water and I'm like, is this even safe? Because I'm gonna put a thing up here on the screen. There was actually a whole section of New Jersey where they shut the water off for like 12 hours. And friends of mine and Chelsea's, they actually live there, and they're like, hey, listen, you know, our water got shut off for 12 hours. No one could give us an answer. We called the city. No one had any idea of why it was. Nobody could give them a direct answer of that. So that's why I'm going to do that water sample right there. And again, this is just an independent, you know, observation of kind of everything going on right now. This is my perspective of things, right? Doesn't make it right, doesn't make it wrong. But this is where all of you come into play. I've heard so many good theories in the comment sections of my past 2 videos. And now I have not done as in-depth of an investigation as I'm doing right now tonight. But please comment what you think is going on out here. I'm gonna see if the boys want to take a trek through. I guess these are like retention ponds here. I mean, obviously they're retention ponds, but you know, only one of them's filled right now. So if we take a walk around there, or at least grid scan this area, you know, again, once it reaches around 1 a.m., that's when drone activity has been popping back off again around here. The people at Applebee's just the other night, or last night, I guess, they all saw the same thing. They all saw multiple drones, 3 to be specific. And that was a story that was told by, well, it was 2 different people that told me the exact same story. So again, you gotta kind of cross-collateralize your subjects that you're interviewing, just to make sure you're getting the correct data, I should say, or more factual data. So now, when I'm looking up into the sky right now, it is extremely, and I mean extremely, cloudy. Obviously it's snowing, and it's getting worse by the minute. I mean, you see just the parking lot, my foot tracks get covered up just so easily right now. And the aerial footage that they actually had, that's what the fuck?
It's pretty crazy to me, because what did people see that? If it did hit something that crashed in this field, where did it go?
They shut this place down.
Guys, I got a quick question for you.
What's up?
Walk with me for a second.
Okay. What's going on?
When I got right over here towards like all of this water, and this is just, it's not me trying to like grab for, you know, attention here or anything. I'm gonna write in my phone what I think that water smells like, because there's water right there in that. See that right there? When I got close to that water, it smelled like something. I'm gonna write what I think is in my phone. You do the same thing. You do the same thing. And we'll all go independently over here.
Now, I do want to mention as well, guys, we have TJ's camper right there, and we have my truck right here. We're actually going to be camping out in this parking lot tonight to see if we capture anything. I know how stupid that sounds. We're trying our best. Anyways, you said right here?
Yeah, just smell around here. You don't have to smell the actual water, but
oh, you're right.
You see what I mean? I'm actually freaked out by that.
You want me to type it?
Yeah, everybody type it in your phone.
Oh my God, hold on. Yeah.
Type a new note. This is what I got right here.
All right, hang on.
I'm writing mine.
I gotta write mine in my notes. My freaking hands.
Bro, that is strong. Okay, I'm
ready. All right, here we go.
3, 2.
Hang on.
It might be different. Oh shoot! Sorry guys, I didn't match up. But I said chemicals.
Chemicals? I said kerosene.
I said kerosene.
Legit. No shit.
It's a distinct smell, like.
Yeah, it's like a very distinct
my
smell.
allergies are kind of.
That's strong.
But you can smell it like bad.
Okay, let me show you guys something here.
Being out here right now, I smelled the kerosene smell that we just talked about on camera. Now, being out here too, I think it's just the cold weather, and I'm just full disclosure on this moment right now. I do have just a slight headache, and I think it was a lot from that kerosene smell. It smelled like bad. Like it was very, very, very strong. And it kind of smelled like that when I got over there towards that other retention pond right down here to my right. And again, I'm just telling you all what I'm experiencing, what I'm smelling, what I'm seeing. I don't think radioactive material has no smell to it from what I've looked up on the internet. So I don't know where kerosene kind of comes. I don't think that goes hand in hand with radioactive material. So again, snowstorm is moving in right now, and it's my plan to stay here all night long. And I think there's a lot more to the story. Here's another theory here that I'm going to throw out there. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, in an emergency, apparently it was an apparent emergency, flew back to Washington, D.C. Joe Biden was going to spend his weekend in Delaware. Kamala Harris was going to spend her weekend in California, or the Christmas break, I should say, over there in their respective states. So with that being said, I think it's really strange and probably a little bit suspicious too that they flew back to the White House. Now also, let's cover the most important thing here. I think this is a red flag for everyone in the state of New Jersey right now to at least adhere caution to. President Trump at his home in New Jersey was supposed to go and spend Christmas there. Everybody's going home for Christmas, right? He elected not to because of the drones. He knows something. He gets the same briefings as Biden and Harris and elected officials that have the power to be and are on a need-to-know basis. Whatever he knows has spooked him enough to not come and spend Christmas in New Jersey. I'm not saying that's not significant, but I'm not saying it is significant. I'm kind of half and half on all of this. What is about to happen next? No one knows. I don't think we ever will know. But I will tell you one thing. Being out here, I'm going to note another just general observation. There are no police officers. There's nobody driving around out here. Obviously it's snowing. I get that. Don't razz me in the comment section. But it's almost like they're making this and they're downplaying this crash scene as, oh yeah, nothing really happened. Because it'll just say, well, why do I need to go and look at it? Like we're doing right now, we're investigating it. But on the flip side of that coin, if you had a police officer out here patrolling or sitting out here and telling people to go away from this area, it makes it even more suspicious. So sometimes hidden in plain sight is the best way to pull the sheet right over top of all of us that are local here. Now, I'm not local to New Jersey, but I will say I travel here frequently for some work operations and whatnot. But I will say it's my first time ever here to this particular area of New Jersey. And I think we all need to be paying very close attention to what is going on around us. And again, this is where you all come in clutch. Comment below and let me know. I'm going to play a couple of clips here that I thought were rather interesting that I found not only on TikTok, but Twitter and all of the other perspective platforms. And some people are covering this on YouTube and some people aren't. So let's go ahead, roll them clips right now.
The government's not concerned because they know exactly what's happening. That's why there's not shooting them down. That's why they're not scrambling jets. That's why they're not doing all these things that Trump's asking why they're doing this thing. If you knew something was coming, if you knew that these things that you're seeing floating in the sky that are a clear circle with a black square inside of it and they can hover at 120 knots completely still, which doesn't even make any sense, no heat signature, what the fuck is that? And what if a bunch of them are coming? Well, put a bunch of shit in the sky, freak these dummies out. That's what I would do. I would get all of our best drones and just fly them around. Hover over cities, hover over LaGuardia, hover over the White House. Who gives a fuck? Just get people weirded out and get them accustomed to UFOs.
These areas are all now considered national defense airspace.
Nothing nefarious, apparently, but they're checking it all out because I think it's just one. There's a lot of drones authorized up there. I think one started and they all got everybody wanted to get in their deal. But we're following the quote. So far, no sensitive date.
Can you comment on the drones that are flying around New Jersey ports?
The government knows what is happening. They know where it came from and where it went.
So you just saw those clips, right? I'm walking back to my van right now because I was gonna wait until tomorrow to come back here and do a water sample, but I'm not gonna travel an hour and a half, 2 hours just to do a water sample. So I'm gonna go in my van. I'm pretty sure I have a water bottle that I can empty out. I'm gonna go climb down that embankment there, take just a probably about a quarter of a bottle of water sample there. And again, I'm gonna send it off to the lab. Just another reason to subscribe to the old channel here, you know? There we go. I got a smart water right here. As you can see, there's just a little bit of water left in it. Shouldn't be too much to worry about. I'm heading this way, and hopefully the boys, they're down there looking at one of those other ravines or the retention ponds. Here we are again with another mark. And again, is that radioactive material that got dropped or not cleaned up? There's one there, there's one there, down there. There's a third one way up here too. And all of them have splatter marks that are different. That's another thing, that if you've already given your opinion about what's going on with the drones, I want your opinion about those marks, because that's, to me, that's a red flag. It kind of just seems a little sketchy, a little different. I mean, everything else around us is getting covered pretty much, except for the low spots in the parking lot. As you see, they're kind of dark. It's just where water gets collected, and then that'll freeze over here in just a little bit. So going again back down here to this retention pond, I'm going to leave my camera up kind of on the hill. Let's talk about how nasty this water is. That is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Like, that water is like dark, dark, dark. I don't know if it's safe even holding this bottle right now, but again, freaking pants are all soaking wet. Slid down basically an icy, snowy hill there, for lack of a better term, and freezing right now. I mean, freezing. My whole right side. But listen, I'm not here to complain, just here to document, and that's exactly what I'm doing tonight during this snowstorm. So if you want to support these adventures and you want to wear some of the same merch that I have on right now, I own a company called Motivated Eyewear. We have anything from sunglasses, hoodies, t-shirts, beanies, all kinds of good stuff. Please go to the website, because every order from now in the next 24 hours is going to get 25% off if you use the promo code DRONE, and you're going to be getting a shout out in a future upcoming video right here on my channel within the next couple of days. Again, you got 24 hours to order merch. Go check it out, support it. It supports us going and being able to hunt these drones and see some of these really cool places. And I'm going to be buying a rather expensive piece of equipment tomorrow that's going to hopefully help see drones a little bit further into the sky, using heat sinking technology and night vision as well. So if y'all go to shopmotivated.com, greatly appreciate it. I'm gonna start to cool off here in the van. I was cold out there, hot now. I took off my jacket and all. Again, it's 18 degrees right now. The roads are starting to ice up. Snow is accumulating rather fast now. And again, the whole purpose of this video was to get a water sample of that, and then I'm just going to send it off to a third-party lab and, you know, see what they say. So, all right, everybody, until next time, I just want to say stay safe out there. Please, if you have any information about the drones or even footage that we might be able to include in my video, I would greatly appreciate it. And you can get up with me with the contact information below, Instagram, Twitter, all of that good stuff. So if you have content that you want featured in one of these upcoming videos, hit me up, let me know. I'll see you all in the next drone video.